Cow. Okay. So after the spiritual weather report, I had a pause because I started having waves and waves and waves of different energies coming through. And so ooh, I'm actually even sweating and I have the air on. All this energy started coming through me, and my head was very pulsing and expanding. So, woo, this is going to be interesting. All right. So, I did some cleansing with the copal and many other things. And we'll go ahead now. Oops, so backwards here. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have some fun card readings. So I have here, let's see, Jennifer, and see what else here. Lori, hi Lori. We got Lori and Jennifer and Sandra. Okay, so hi Pat, good. So now what I want you to do is, you don't have to, but you can pick a deck. So Lori, would you like the Cat Tarot, the Pegasus deck, the medicine animal deck, or I also have the spirit animal deck that we used last week right here. So, okay, hi, we got Enza, and okay. So if any of you want a particular deck, write that in there. I'm not seeing it right now. So what I'm going to do is just get us into space. But the last deck, oh, this one. Okay, the Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay, Lori wants the Spirit Animal. You got it. Okay, cool. So yeah, anybody who wants one, you don't have to. If I get to your name and you haven't picked one, then I'll just connect to your highest good and we'll connect to it. Okay. All right, so take a moment to relax into this sacred space and close your eyes. With your breath, draw all of you back into this moment. And then put into the breath your intention to be here now, a clear and open channel to your highest good and what is optimal for you at this time. Letting the breath go whenever you're ready. Very. My heart felt like it was just slowly sinking, like going down an elevator. We're entering this sacred space, which I've created already in the spiritual weather report. So as you enter here, you enter the infinity healing chamber. Gold and silver temple of light above and below. Wrapped in the all-seeing eye, surrounded by the flower of life, spherical consciousness. And this moment in the equinox portal, in the new moon, the harvest time, and this soft Libra new moon, with our messenger near us, Jupiter, expanding our good fortune, our belief in ourselves, our acceptance of what is left and what is coming as being the most optimal, acceptance of the sun, the gold ray surrounding us, sandwiching us. Now slowly breathe in as we continue to go down, sinking deeper and deeper into your own beautiful. Feels like being suspended, held, supported, and lowered into this vast world. Beautiful symbols all around. Seems to be fire below, almost like lava. Bright light. It's like the sun. It's like the surface of the sun that's moving and boiling and changing and shifting and erupting and sending out flares and going in and spiraling. Energy's coming up and then spiraling back down, going through. Feel and see all these movements of light around you. There's a very powerful guide sitting. I believe each of us has a different one. Ganesha is here. He is the remover of obstacles, opener of third eyes, happiness, great fortune. To guide this expansion and light energy to exactly the right place for you. Light crosses the heart, crosses the heart, crosses the heart, crosses the heart. I am the light. I am the light. I am a clear and open channel for the highest good of all concerned. I am aligned, my truth, my intuitive network, my Akashic records, my soul blueprint, my higher self, my I am presence, my body intelligence, Gaia. I am light, I am love, I am infinite. And now this white feather with a tip of gold is gently caressing your forehead, your third eye, and opening it like a peacock's feathers when they're open and spread. Gently drawing up and out, connecting you to your wings, your antennas, your senses, and allowing the ones that are ready and optimal to open and connect at this time to open. Thank you. Thank you. Now the white feather with the gold tip moved round and round your crown and is now planted right in the center, pointing up like an antenna. And that I am EA Escher EA. Thank you. Thank you. Now the feather is just moving along almost like an acupuncture, the hard end of the feather moving down over every chakra, heart, belly, sacral, root, through the feet and the earth star. How's Bill? All right, Lori and the Spirit Animal Oracle. So we do intuitive readings. Sometimes we look at the book, depending on where you are in your familiarity with these kinds of intuitive tools. These are a way to receive information, to receive an answer when you don't know how else to get one, or you don't trust your intuition, or you're blocked, or you're emotional. My good friend Donna Stellhorn, who I had on recently, who has a new tarot course, easy way. I love the way she taught, because it's similar to what I teach. Read the story, talk to the characters, intuitively interpret the symbols. How does it feel to you? How does it relevant to your question? And the beauty of this is that you get to always have a perfect amount of information come, and you're not trying to force someone else's interpretation onto your own situation. You can absolutely, I used to read the books nonstop, and I always had the ability to the connection looks crazy, so hopefully this is coming through. I liked to learn a lot of it, but then I very soon, after a certain level of comfort, and nowadays that's pretty quick, so you don't have to take years like I did, move into really looking at it intuitively. Lori, if you have a question that's best possible advice for me at this time, or focus on a particular question. You don't have to tell me or us what it is. All right, so we create a connection to Lori's highest good. Oh my goodness, Lori. Wow. Okay. Well, if I was doing intuitive readings, we would be off on an adventure right now. Let's see who's coming through the cards. Understand. I don't. We'll see what comes out, but I know that you've got wolf going on. Took off. Okay. These are so interesting. You guys are so communicative. I love it. So bat spirit came through. Oh, I love bats. There's this channel that shows these little bats that they rescue, these little itty bitty bats. Oh my goodness, they're adorable. So number 5, you always look at the number. If they give you a number, numerology, it might have a particular meaning to you, to the date or whatever's happening right now. So today is the, what do we have? 23, 4, 5, 6, 26. This is an 8-day. And this says rebirth is assured. Rebirth is assured. So you always want to notice if you have some kind of averse reaction to the animal. Ooh, spiders, I don't like them, or something. You need to get over that, because these are energies. These are beings. They're embodying a particular medicine. They're embodying a particular guidance energy. They're an expert at something. And bats are actually just amazing. However, if this is a rebirth and it's assured, what can you do with the question you ask? Or how is that the best possible advice for you at this time? That don't worry, that a rebirth is assured. Whatever is dying, whatever is leaving, whatever is left behind in the equinox portal, right? Whatever has just ended in your life, whatever you're afraid might end, whatever you're holding on to. Lori, there's a lot of levels of this, and I'm seeing a lot of strings. Initially, I was seeing all these little white feathers, and they went out into the snow, and there was a gray wolf looking through the trees. So you want to take that too. That was some kind of guidance as well. But then the bat spirit wanted to come. So you have the wolf. All right. The wolf is very family oriented, very loving. the lone wolf is one aspect. So we're talking about that polarity. The law of polarity, the fourth hermetic law, is that lack and abundance are the same thing. Two sides, is just different in degree, right? So interesting that you might have that aspect of it there. Excuse me. The snow, the lone wolf, the dark woods, with this bright white snow in the sun, with these feathers. It had a very Native American feel, you know, with this like maybe almost Eskimo or whoever does the sled dogs. Okay, and then following that message, Bat Spirit stepped in and said, "Don't worry, okay." You've got this. The other thing to remember about bat is that I'll give you a better look at it here. Take a picture or mark the time. uh, and is that you have, of course, you have sonar. So like dolphins, they're masters of frequency. They see and can fly at high speeds and miss things by millimeters. They're so accurate with their sense of sonar and frequency receptivity. So you'll notice this little cutie here has a third eye stuff and a little crown going on. All right, because this is where, similar to dolphins, they have their brain is developed to receive and send signals, to perceive energy intuitively in a completely different way. This is a massive power. So this is also a sign to trust yourself, to trust these intuitive powers, okay? I love the look on this beautiful being's face. Very loving, very soft, very feminine, looking into your eyes. Ears forward. Their ears move around, like almost completely. They flat. They go up. They go down. They go back. They're often like little saucers. So the choice to make this eyes forward, ears forward, looking directly into you, this very soft energy, this beautiful awakening. Symbol, all kinds of beautiful symbols. What does it mean? What does it feel to you? Looks like eyes, looks like tears, looks like beautiful turquoise. There's all kinds of beautiful things here that you could feel into. So if I was doing a one-on-one reading with you, we could go deeper into this, even just this one card, and take off into a whole deep healing, a soul journey, or who knows what, into the Akashic records. However, for this is a lot. Now you get to take this and go forward with it. You also just take a look how the feet are, how the wings or the arms are. So again, let's turn her, I've decided it's a her now, this way. So she has her right wing down, her left wing out. Your left wing is typically feminine, intuitive. So she's extending her left wing. She's reaching out, and with a wing, then you have a lot of, it's almost like a saucer to receive. You could receive information in that. And she's having her right wing either behind or down a little bit. So leading with your feminine, leading with your intuitive. All right, now let's look at the feet. I'm having a hard time deciphering the foot. It looks like the right foot is up and the tail is down. I can't even see the other foot, but that is kind of an interesting position. So you might note it, that it is the right foot is turned up right here in the middle. You see this? Pointing at what? This is about the solar plexus right here, okay? So it's pointing at your solar plexus, your point of sun, of power. And in the spiritual weather report, we talked all about sun, the equinox sun, the solar temple, the initiation that I had, the fact that we're right now today between the sun and Jupiter. Earth is sandwiched. So we're getting all of that downloads of sun, that we had this giant eruption prominence of the sun just a day or two ago. Okay. Very, very beautiful, very, very powerful card. Wow. I've never actually gotten this card or seen this card yet in this deck. I got this deck in February when I went back to San Diego, and wow, that was beautiful. That was amazing. So if I give you a reading, if you can, if you have a moment to give me some feedback, I would love that. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel really different. That was wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Wolf. Thank you. Thank you, Bat. Thank you. Thank you for this divine connection to Lori's highest good. May me be released from all matrices that are not for my highest good at this time. Wonderful. So next was Jennifer, and I'm just going to check real quick here if you said anything about what deck you want. No. Okay. Love bats. I know. Seeing in the dark and that, but that radar, that ability. Dolphins, I've been able to be with dolphins, touch dolphins, heal with dolphins, watch the energy that dolphins use, see the effect it has on the people that we bring there. But bats, I've never been able to do that with. So it would be amazing because especially in Playa, when I used to live in Playa del Carmen, you would walk down Fifth Avenue and it's a walking street. It's all stores and restaurants, but there were many places where there were a lot of bats. And so if you were there at a certain time in the evening, they would be swooping, 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 swooping. And I love to watch it because they can just go fast. They know exactly when it is. Their senses are 100% trusted. And this is what we have to learn to do, navigate despite what happens. Okay, let's see now. Wow, thank you so much. That was incredibly supportive and spot on. Excellent. I'm so glad, Lori. Any deck, okay. In advance for any chaotic, anxious energy. All right, Lori says, I'm dealing with a lot of fear at the moment about a female issue and about money because I can't work until it's resolved. Oh, sweetie, I understand. So this is really powerful moment for you. This is Vision Quest quality moment for you, Lori. You're having a wow. You're having a very wow moment. And so, yeah, that rebirth idea. So remember to pay attention to where your body is speaking to you. There is nothing that happens in our body, even if we're born with it, that doesn't start on another subtle energy level. And it's in many levels. So your womb or your sacral center and the root and sometimes the solar plexus can all be involved in this area, right? It's why the belly gets formed there. It's why this is the Danchen is a power center that most people are leaking. I was many years leaking energy from here because we don't trust ourselves or trust our position. We don't feel honored, seen, or valued in a position in life, or we're uncertain of who we are. And there's a lot of that. The money issue is the same area. We carry it in all different parts of us. It's tied to your self-image, your idea of your self-love. You can skip looking at the fears around money, go right through it. Go underneath it. Ask what's the energy underneath that. Go right into your female issues and say, I love you. Thank you for talking to me. What are you trying to say to me? What's underneath that? You need to talk to yourself. You need to listen. And you can't do that effectively when you're in fear, but you have to start where you are. So you start in fear and you accept the fear. And then the fear starts to wade into, nervousness maybe, right? Or anxiety and so on. That you really need to. So if you want to do a session with me or if you have somebody you like, I highly recommend that you do that. But first I want you to sit for a day or so with us coming through this equinox. A lot of things change, all right, in this moment, but you want to go to the energy underneath it. And you want to be careful to not let the programming in the mind go crazy about, oh, this terrible thing and that terrible thing and what will I do? And I'm in a bind and there's no way out. When you feel like you're in a bind and it looks like you're in a bind, guess what? You've reached a moment where you have to up level. All right, so it's a beautiful gift where you are right now. It's also challenging and scary, and I understand that. So I want to just send you a lot of love and really receive the love right now of this new moon. This is the womb energy, right? Curl up in this energy and be nurtured yourself. All right. It's time for all of us, men and women, to be nurtured. All right. So much love to you. Okay, good. So Jennifer said something about anxious and chaotic energy. I'm not sure if that's you talking about that or not, but woo, I just noticed that my copal is still going, so that's really good. Okay, that's going to help us clear this. All right, Jennifer. Okay, so the medicine cards called for you very strongly. These are a Native American combination of energies of myths, but they're all animals. Okay. Oops. Not working out, is it? Okay. So, all right. There you go, Jennifer. And again, you can be open to the best possible advice for me at this time, or ask or focus on a particular topic. It's perfectly fine. What you don't want to do is get like, too closed in what you want the answer to be. Because when you ask it into a question and you're asking for intuitive answers, it could come from a million different places in ways you've never imagined. So you want to be open and receptive like you're watching the stars. Okay. Antelope. Woo, 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 where is it? All right. So with these cards, some have more symbolism and things to read, and some have less. But here you've got a 37 that turns into a 10, which turns into a 1. So you actually have a trine here, a trinity or a triple numerological kind of interesting portal for whatever's happening. So the number 37, the 3 and the 7 alone, you could tune into those. 3 is my favorite number. It's a beautiful, it's a number of change, but it's a number of softness and ripeness, and it's master number, and 7 is, very, very powerful. But then you have 10. 10 is 1 and 0, which is you and everything, source, and then that comes down to 1. Okay, one heart, one everything. Now the antelope and anything that has these prominent horns or antlers here are important to know. What is this? This is the third eye, the crown. It's all becomes one here. Down the center of your brain, you have multiple different structures and glands that eventually, when you activate the pituitary, the pineal, they connect to become your all-seeing eye. They literally are this all-seeing eye. And you start to bring more energy in through spirit and out into the world. So what does this show you? Prominently projecting into the world. So you're ready to prominently project your manifestations, your ideas into the world. You're ready. And antelopes they're strong, they're sure-footed, they're fast, they're very soft energy. They're not predators. They eat grass, right? They run from predators, but it's irrelevant in the essence of their spirit, because their spirit is to be nurturance for others, but their real presence is, and this one has this beautiful markings. So remember that when you have these markings, they look to us obvious, like a zebra, but in nature, it's actually blends you into the environment. It's a form of protection, and it's a form of being one. So remember that you have already built into you a way of being one with yourself, and therefore becoming one with the environment. There's something about danger, fear of danger. Maybe that's what you said, something about chaotic anxiousness. Yeah, there's a sense of, you don't have to fear this danger. You actually have within yourself. You could sink into yourself, and that is your best, I don't like the word defense, protection. That's your best way to manage something. Now with these cards, these medicine wheel, these are always different. So I always recommend that you take a look. You have usually turquoise and coral, feathers, stones, shells. They all have different meanings. You want to look at how they are. This is very balanced and very simple. One big feather in the middle. All right. That's if you were going this way. Right. One big feather in the middle. So allow that connection to be, and that's spirit. Feathers are always spirit. Turquoise is your communication. Your bones are your connections to your history, your ancestors. The shells are going to give you a connection to your Atlantean energy, to cellular memory, to the ability to hear and connect to the elements. But you need to really acknowledge that. Also, you always look at, there's a softness to the face, there's no fear here. And the ears are up and open in a calm way. One of the horse, on Friday, several people got the horse card from the spirit animal deck. And they got that, and the horse it was jumping, so its mane was up, which was significant, but its ears were down. So that was also a communication. This is a calm presence of being in yourself, realizing you're not a target, there isn't danger, that you are naturally, when yourself, you're naturally protected, and that you need to open your antennas, and start to really trust and receive, okay? Ah, oof, okay, wonderful. Okay, let me know how that feels to you. So Sandra, my darling, I don't see a particular deck, and to me, the internet's being very odd, but I'm just moving forward, so I may not see it. All right. Okay, Pegasus. Ah. Well, Jennifer says, definitely resonated with my big location move and your new job. Ah, okay, good. Oh, very interesting. New job. Yeah. You want to come in calm and trust yourself. This is a very peaceful card. I feel, let's take a look at this for a sec. I feel like you need another word because of this entry into a new reality. So look at this. You've come through the equinox. You need to really acknowledge before the next few days that you've completed something. You don't know what it is. You don't need to know, or maybe you do know some of it. You acknowledge it. You thank it. You don't need it. You leave it behind. And you're coming like you're leaving the suit of who you thought you were behind, and you're entering this space. You need to enter the space as a, I don't want to say authority, like marching in. This is a soft, feminine embodiment of full, okay, because antlers aren't feminine, but there's this full rack of connection. This is like a crown. This is like an owning your powers, okay? So, let's see. I want to just see what I found these cards, Action, Antelope. When I went to San Diego, I haven't seen them in 6 years. And I also hadn't probably used them for a few years before that. So Antelope is action. Isn't that interesting? So let's take a look a little bit more to give you. All right. So when you have time, uh, so it says the antelope saw the tribe of man starving and not knowing how to live, and Mother Earth asked Antelope to step in. Great Mystery sent me to teach you a lesson. The lesson is to do. You have no need to be fearful if you know what to do and then you do it. And Antelope is basically like a doorway to show you the answer to so many different things. Knowledgeable action is a symbol for the antenna of your hair, which attaches you to Great Mystery by its long cords of light. Proper action pleases the Great Mystery. Antelope medicine is the knowledge of life's circle, knowing of death. Antelope can truly live. Action is the key and essence of living. There you go, sweetie. That's, I think, good, good. Okay, Antelope and Sandra. So Pegasus. All right, Sandra, so hold a question or topic, or just be ready and willing and open and receptive for best possible advice for your highest good at this. Okay, I'm calling on the spirit of Pegasus throughout time, throughout the dimensions of subtle magic reality where Pegasus lives, places within human consciousness where Pegasus lives, and the place within the horse, the wings, and the freedom that this symbolism brings us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's see what this one is. Now, these I've very rarely used. It's beautiful. It's called Pegasus of Polaris. And the number is 26, which is an 8, which is an infinity from above and below. So this is connecting you to above and below. And you're moving towards a star, right? You're heading up, out, expansively. The purple is, of course, third eye and crown and all of these higher realms. And there's a stargate opening to you. You're a really bright star. You're coming out of this portal into this amazing world, moving towards it. You're fully ready. Look at the hair. That's a massive amount of intuitive guidance, intuitive antennas. Look at the tail. Interesting that the tail is our sacred bone, is our sacral bone. So if you had antennas, and you do, of light coming from there, and you had antennas coming from your crown and your third eye, then those two connect and a pulse begins. Wide open wings, face up, pure faith, not any effort here. Do you see this? Just opening and floating and moving forward. There's vast, vast vistas, lots of space, lots of light calling you. I would look at and ponder the beauty of this. Looking into that star that could open a lot, really seeing that as a portal of where you're moving to. Beautiful. Beautiful. Pegasus. Polaris. All right, so I am going to look this up for you briefly because it's a new deck for me and it's always good to see what their little take is. It's the North Star, all right, the infallible shining point of orientation for the soul. So today we're really receiving medicine for the soul. So this is your soul's North Star. This is where you head. This is the point in your records or in your blueprint where you are going to be connecting with your truth. Connection with Pegasus of Polaris gently yet powerfully realigns your soul, helping you stay true to your authentic path and protecting you from disturbance and empowering you to experience the delight of sacred fulfillment, which can only come from connection with your highest purpose. Keep faith in your star and your dreams. This is a guiding star of your soul. And put this up here again for you. To invoke enlightened wisdom that can assist you in all ways to fulfill your divine destiny with joy, abundance, peace, creativity, freedom, and the service to the spiritual liberation of all beings. So you're not only being guided by this, but you are this North Star. Woo! Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Pat. Wow, that was beautiful. Lori says, let's see, beautiful and helpful. Yes, I was going to email you about a session. I think it'd be good. And I do have time this week if anybody needs a session in this particular transition zone. I was going to email you. A friend introduced me to you a few weeks ago. Oh, good. And I really resonate. What a girl. Oh, well, thank your friend and send her love and hugs. Jennifer said, definitely resonated with my big location move. Oh, yeah, we saw that already. Okay, so Pat, my dear, you love bats? Whatever deck. Okay. Pat. Pat. Everybody relax for a moment because I'm experiencing, and you might be experiencing, a very interesting throat chakra opening. Like the temple of the sun I showed you in the spiritual weather report, my throat opened like a temple, channeling sun through it, feathers on either side, like Native American feathers with white, and then like different colors down into the center, and just like a portal pouring energy taking us through. Thank you, I accept. Thank you, I accept. So my turtles hatched and I didn't see them, but I actually felt okay about it. I really thought I was going to cry hard because it was the evening after our ceremony. So the 3 days of the equinox, they were here in our land, and then we blessed them and welcomed our land to be the blessing, a sanctuary for the goddess Ishel, and then they were born. So it was like this incredible connection. And when I was at the temple of the seven chakras getting this solar initiation, I bought this from a beautiful Mayan lady. Not an expert at it, but I used it to call the Mayan seven directions during the ceremony. And her little turtles wanted me to do that today. All right, Pat. Ah. Wow, Pat. I see this expansive universe, an enormous lion, several moons and planets over you. The lion is laying, it's a male lion, comfortable looking, tail curled, and it's like behind you a ways with the sun coming up. So there's something dawning for you, something very, very, very powerful. Okay, the spirit animal guide. Oh no, the Pegasus deck. Oh, interesting. I thought it was a different deck. Isn't that interesting? Okay, the Pegasus deck, sweetie. Pegasus. Right. Pegasus, Pegasus, Pegasus. Hey, you got two. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, this is the one I saw. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's the orange Pegasus of Healing, number 2. And 2 is always you end. Okay, so we're in the year of the 222, reuniting with ourselves, with our truth, and so on. And this is an orange Pegasus of Healing. Orange always has some aspect of sun, as well as solar plexus, as well as mostly the sacral. So healing happens in the sacral. This is where we heal the womb and our ability to create and our willingness to own our powers to create. You can see this is a magnificence. Again, there's no action. There's a lot of magic. It's almost like a forest. Being in a magic forest, to me, this is a regeneration. There's a regeneration happening here. Almost like you walk into this clearing and then the sun and these magic beings of light and everything start to glow and bring out the glow within you. So the glow is around you and the glow is within you. The soft grass is underneath you. So this is telling you that you have a platform energetically under you right now that is like grass. It's not rocky, it's not a mountain, you're not flying through the air. You're on soft, solid grass. Also very peaceful and very sacred space. And some of these shapes here have some symbols. I would stare at this card if you can. Pause the video and just stare at it and see what other shapes and energies. This reminds me of the portal, right? There's the glow and then there's the ability to see through it. Okay, now because it's of healing, healing means wholeness. Coming back into your center, your body, owning yourself, being loving, forgiving, and accepting of yourself. The other card you got was, check this out. Holy wow. Is that 6? 6. Indigo Pegasus of Wisdom. And look at the third eye. So clearly this is a third eye activation and awakening. You're even more serene. There's heart energy going on here. You're now glowing with this indigo color. Now remember, the indigo is the third eye color. And the third eye is the pineal gland. It's also the pituitary gland. They actually operate together. But the bigger thing is look at the X. This X light energy that comes out here. Okay, Xing going through the center there, is in all the monuments, all the pyramids at the Maya had. And this is the representing of the sun, the star coming through. All right, you have a star above you and around you. Okay, there's some around you. However, this is significant to you, Pat, because this is which one? This is, if I was you, right. So the very top of your right wing, that's your more action-oriented, outward-oriented self. The star is very high. It's almost reaching the peak where it's time to take action. The left wing has 2 stars prominent here and here, and it's almost like they're surrounding it or sandwiching it, like the sun right now. So your intuitive side is being surrounded and somehow developed and guided. The heart chakra is quite stunning. There's, again, to me, there's a fairy, there's a butterfly, there's a person standing with their arms up, there's a flower, there's an opening, there's a lot of symbols and energy going on in there. You want to look at what that means to you. Again, the soft grass, the serene environment, So this is giving you both. These give you clues as to what's in your environment or what to focus on in your environment. And both of these are basically in the same space, focused on different things. So this is a very beautiful balance. Incredible. Incredible. Well, these are fun to play with, aren't they? All right, Enza. Let's see if Enza will let Barrick. Okay, cool. That's this one. Sure, I have all of them back here. Wow, that was, some of these are really, Sandra. Wow, amazing card and message. Thank you. You're so welcome. Awesome. Yeah, and Lori, if you have any questions about what to do or where to go, just send an email to assistant, ASST, at nanakasha.com, and Donna will connect you with me. And we can chat, or we can see what's best, you know, we can text or whatever, and she can help you. Okay. And if anybody else has, I know many people have packages with me they use throughout the year or whatever. This is a great time. October's going to be, wow, interesting. Oh, wow. Enza, you are something. A lot of silver energy. Clear. I do recommend that you, when you do readings for yourself or anyone else, you cleanse and clear yourself, the cards, the space. Make sure you have a clear connection with a clear intention. So Enza, hold a question or be open and receptive to the best possible advice. You're giving me all kinds of interesting instructions here. Oh, we still have our beautiful copal going. Know that we're in a good space. All right, cut 3 times. So Enza, put your hand into my right hand and you're going to cut this deck 3 times. Feel it, sense it. 1, and feel and sense it. 2, and feel and sense it. 3. All right, what do we have here? A koi fish spirit. Wow. Says there is always enough. Always enough. What a beautiful message. 36. That's a 9. The 9's completion, a lot of other things, but they're all soft, round numbers, so this I like. There's always enough. What a beautiful abundance message. And what's beautiful is it almost looks like a koi fish within or on top of a koi fish, like the spirit is showing or the spirit is guiding. You see that? It's not really a separate fish on top, and yet they are one. And it's showing up around the heart, like the eyes are in the heart. All right, and there's this angelic flowing, right? The koi fish are beautiful, they're peaceful, they bring peace to people. People sit and watch them to become meditative. They're in water, so often, yes, this has a little bit to do with emotion, but it also has to do with the waters of the infinite field of creation, of your beauty. Look at how beautiful the little curlies are at the end. Everything is very feminine, very beautiful. The background is full of life. All these little symbols and shapes. It's like a sea fan here. So this fish within a fish, and these are wishing fish. right? These are fish that swim between the worlds, that create wishes, that create portals to wishes. Let's take a moment to see what that says. 36. Fun to learn these new ones a little bit. Again, I don't just take everything it says, but all right, so this is similar to like a goldfish. A koi fish grows big within a small pond. It does the opposite. A goldfish stays to the size of its environment. This is quite powerful actually now. So you're no longer the goldfish that's following the rules and staying inside the limits. A goldfish will only grow as big as its tank. Koi fish grows big within a small pond. Reminds you that within each of you, within you is the potential for prosperity, and the law of abundance ensures prosperity is your natural state, regardless of temporary outer conditions. And koi helps you call prosperity, magnetically attract opportunities and abundance, begin to generate wealth within, no matter how small your pond may seem, and appreciate abundance wherever you see it. That's wonderful. It goes with our talk earlier and in the spiritual weather report today about the hermetic principle of polarity, the law of principle of polarity, that everything is 2 degrees. Ooh, that was lovely. There you go. All right, good. Let me just check if there's anyone else. That was great. Enza, what a beautiful, beautiful message. You're welcome, Sandra. And Pat said, beautiful, thank you. Connects with the clearing that I've been doing in the solar plexus for stuck energy with citrine. Good. And my work with the third eye opening. Excellent. Yes. Yeah, that really felt powerful for you. Powerful. And remember to connect to that lion, okay, that's behind you. And okay, beautiful, my loves. Thank you so much for playing. We give great thanks for this beautiful moment, this gathering, this connection, for all these spirit guides and all the guides that have been here for us from conception to now. All the new ones that are ready to connect, all the old ones that have been here unnoticed, unappreciated, and all the ones that we've ignored and blocked. Thank you for being here. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for your beautiful energies of calmly and consistently aligning us and guiding us. We are open and receptive to your loving guidance, aligned with each of our highest good in this moment. And we take your wisdom with us in our thoughts, our breath, and each and every step through this day and this week. Thank you to the sacred equinox. Thank you to the new moon. Thank you to the sun and Jupiter expanding our light within. Relax and feel yourself coming back into your body very gently. Now we sense and feel we've been down in this deep space within us with all of these energies and these solar energies. And now just feel that you're coming up and down into your body and into this moment, bringing your new wisdom, your new clarity, your new connections with you, stepping and continuing to hold your connection to your 5th, 8th, 13th, and beyond dimensional selves that are here to help guide you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, everyone, namaste. Have a beautiful day. Bye. Thank you, Pat.